Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to talk about the Season 1 leaks for Marvel Rivals. Thanks to the very active Marvel Rivals leaking community over on X, we have brand new news today about Season 1. All leakers' information will be in the description below. All credit to them. Now to finally get into it, we have our first look at our new characters coming to the roster, and we finally have a release date for Season 1. The new characters coming to the roster in Season 1 are the Fantastic Four. Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, Ben Grimm, the Thing, and Johnny Blaze, the Human Torch. These characters will be releasing alongside Season 1 and the new Battle Pass on January 10th. Now, thanks again to the leaking community over there on X. All credit will be down below. We actually have the full kits for each character of the Fantastic Four, alongside some of their in-game character models and ability pages. To begin, we have Mr. Fantastic. He will be a duelist. His primary will be something called Elastic Punch. You will stretch out a forward punch and attack your enemy. His ability one is called Reflexive Rubber. You will stretch your body to absorb damage before launching stored damage in a targeted direction. I think that this is a unique ability coming to the game and will be really helpful for helping your allies out who are maybe just one burst away from dying, and you can swoop in with a quick save. Now for ability 2, it's called Flexible Elongation. You select a target and dash at it, dealing damage to enemies and granting bonus health to allies. Ability 3 is called Rubber Grip. You extend your arms forward to entangle hit enemies, then select and yank 2 more. This reminds me of the Winter Soldier's ability to extend his arm out, grab, and punch up, except you can extend your arms, entangle your hit enemies, and grab 2 enemies. So it seems kind of overpowered when in comparison to something like the Winter Soldier. His passive is called Elastic Strength. Skills generate elasticity, boosting attack power. Reaching full elasticity triggers an inflated state that restores health and boosts even more damage. This is probably really good for one-on-one, one-on-two scenarios where there's not enough people to really just burst you down in your enlarged state and be focused on, but if you're being pushed solo and the meter is built up, you can get a quick kill or 2. Next is the Human Torch. He's a duelist. Primary is called Fire Cluster, and you launch forward spittable fireballs. Pretty much just reminds me of Storm's primary that's currently in the game. His abilities. Ability 1 is called Plasma Body. Hold down ability to enter accelerated ascent. So essentially, this is just quicker movement, just like how Iron Man has, except there's probably no meter that runs out. Ability 2 is called Pyro Prison. You connect flame fields to form a firewall that deals burning damage to enemies. So this pretty much just reminds me of a weaker and more offensive-focused Groot Wall. Now, ability 3 is called Flaming Meteor. You dive towards the ground and stun nearby enemies. I can see this being a good kill confirm. Now, ability 4 is called Blazing Blast. You launch a fireball to create a flame field at targeted areas. Johnny also has a team-up called Omega Fire with Storm. Storm uses one of Johnny's tornadoes to ignite her hurricane. John turns her hurricanes into fire hurricanes that buff his fire tornadoes. I know that's a mouthful, but basically, the team-up ability works both ways. You know how some abilities work one way, for example, Magic. Magic has a team-up with both Psylocke and Black Panther where they can rewind. However, Black Panther and Psylocke don't give Magic any ability. This ability works both ways. I think that this is a really good team up and buff for Storm, and hopefully can make her more playable. Now, for Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, and The Thing, Ben Grimm, both kits and their descriptions haven't fully leaked. However, we have the names of their kit, however, no description to go alongside. So, Sue Storm's weapon will be called Psionic Invisibility. Her passive will be called Invisible Energy. Ability 1 will be called Psychic Strike. Ability 2 will be called Psychic Aid. Ability 3 will be called Psychic Vortex. And her ultimate will be called Psycho Field. Her primary is probably some sort of Cosmic Blast. Her passive is maybe the ability to go invisible. Her ability 1, Psychic Strike, is probably just a stronger, bigger burst version of her primary weapon. Her ability 2, Psychic Aid, is probably just a healing or damage boost, because I think that she will be a support or strategist character. Her ability 3, Psychic Vortex, is probably some sort of force field around you or a ally. Her ultimate ability, Psycho Field, I think what would be interesting is a kind of force field on a designated point to where you could create a battlefield that is more brawly and you can't be hit from the outside of it. Now, moving on to The Thing Ben Grimm, we have his kit and descriptions of it, unlike Susan Storm. So his primary is called Combination Punch, and its description is quick and continuous punches. His secondary is called Thunderbolt Punch, deliver a devastating punch. Ability 1 is called Furious Charge, charge forward, throw enemies up, leave zone that prohibits displacement. Ability 2 is called Battlefield Support, you jump towards allies and add damage reduction to them and you. His ultimate is called Slam Moment, use tremendous force to knock all enemies in front of you to the air. His passive is called Solid as a Rock, immune to knockback and other displacement. So the Things kit seems to be built to go against Groot, Namor, Jeff the Shark for a few examples, and to set up team kills. He seems like a simple character with a high skill ceiling. As for Herbie, there's no information yet. I don't think he'll be a playable character, but a character that we see around the maps that are coming. That's all for the Season 1 leaks wrap-up. Remember, all credit down below. If you enjoyed the video, like, sub, share. Thank you.